Parents accused of keeping their adopted twins, 22, captive for over a decade, starving them of food and sexually and physically abusing them. Both defense attorneys countered that the girls are pathological liars who fabricated evidence, stating the Seskas were a loving family who lived off the land. The women said they were forced to work from 5.30 am feeding farm animals, doing housework and other chores. They both alleged that adoptive father Mirko Seska sexually abused them, and that mother Regina knew, which the defense firmly deny. The Seskas were described as doomsday preppers by the twins, who allegedly fled after one of them was hit with a metal pipe on June 30th, after they were detained. A large stash of 28 handguns, 14 assault rifles and lots of ammunition hidden was found at their home on July 12. Mirko Seska, 58, was charged with battery, aggravated battery, sexual assault and sexual assault on minors between 12 and 18 in his custody. Regina Seska, 55, was charged with failing to report abuse of a cognitively disabled or otherwise impaired adult and neglect of an adult in her care. The Seskas appeared in Wakulla County Court for the first time for a formal reading of their charges between July 15th and July 17th. Prosecutors have 175 days from the date of the Seskas arrest to finish investigations, file charges and go to trial. The parents of adopted twins who accuse them of sexual and physical abuse are being railroaded, according to attorneys. Two starkly contrasting accounts have been revealed, one from the 22-year-old women, who told of their harrowing escape, and the other from parents Mirko and Regina Seska of their battle to keep the twins safe. They women claimed the couple, who they described as doomsday preppers, forced them to carry out excessive labor each day, deprived them of food, and that Mirko both physically beat them, including with metal objects, and sexually abused them. The parents, who were described as loving family living off the land, told of their struggle to guide two unruly girls with a penchant for lying and behavioral problems, the Tallahassee Democrat reported. The events that occurred within the Seskas' 3-acre home in Crawfordville, Florida, remain cloudy and conflicting. Mirko Seska, above, 58, appears in a Wakulla County courtroom for his arraignment on charges of sexual battery, sexual assault, abuse, and neglect on July 17. Mirko Seska, above, 58, appears in a Wakulla County courtroom for his arraignment on charges of sexual battery, sexual assault, abuse, and neglect on July 17. Regina Seska, above, appears in Wakulla County Court for her first appearance, after being charged with 2 counts of neglect and 2 counts of failure to report abuse on July 15. Regina Seska, above, appears in Wakulla County Court for her first appearance, after being charged with 2 counts of neglect and 2 counts of failure to report abuse on July 15. On the night of the women's escape on June 30th, they texted a friend asking to the person to come and get them, and fled their rural abode shortly after midnight. They claimed to have gotten cold feet while trying to leave the family nearly a decade earlier. But after their father, who adopted them at the age of 11, allegedly stuck one of them with a metal pipe, they knew they had to escape. God has the perfect timing for us, so we snuck down the stairs, but they were squeaky, one twin told detectives, as reported by the Democrat. We made it downstairs, and made it out of there. We are free and it feels good. The twins were whisked away to a secret location, and later their parents would be arrested, armed with photographs taken of wounds following the earlier alleged attack.